who is using SCADA? So SCADA basically used by industrial organization and companies in the public and private sector of control and maintain efficiency, distribute data for a smart decision for communicate system issue to help mitigate downtime. SCADA system work well in many different type of enterprise because they can arrange from simple configuration to large complex installation. SCADA system are backbone of many modern industries, including energy. Energy means is your thermal power plants, solar power plants, nuclear power plant is there, oil and gases, transportations. So transportation is, I'm not saying India, but it's other countries, all the buses and everything is, and metros, yeah, Indian metro is transportation also is covered with SCADA. Food and beverage, power, water and waste, manufacturing, recycling, and any other more. Virtually anywhere you look today world, there is some type of SCADA system running behind the scenes. Maintaining the refrigeration system is local supermarket, ensuring production or safety and refinery, achieving a quality standard in wastewater treatment plant, or even tracking your energy use at home. So give you a few examples. Effective SCADA system can result in a significant saving of time and money. Numerous on case study have been published highlighted benefit of saving of using modern SCADA software. So ignition. So basically for SCADA, we are using for a lot of places, and we control just like our warehouse is there, just like I'm saying vegetable warehouse is there, and so fruit market is there. So everywhere is required is cold storage. So cold storage we need to maintain its temperature particular maybe 5 degree or 10 degree as per is required by cold storage companies. So they are maintaining for maybe 4 to 5 degrees. So what happened if we maybe cold storage we are not control from SCADA or maybe PLC, then maybe temperature may be going out 2 or 3. In this condition, your energy generation is in energy using is more, maybe your electricity bill is increased. So in this condition, we are using our PLC and SCADA. Just like I'm giving you for temperature control in. So in AC also we are using it for maybe temperature setting of 24. So our AC start maybe is maybe 24, 26, 27 degrees centigrade till 24 is starting cooling. After that compressor is again stop and temperature again is 27, 28, and again is or try to maintain is 24 only, maybe plus minus 1-2 degree only. So is this due to this decision we save a lot of energy and lot of money. So this is a communication protocol is there, Modbus RTO and TCP IC 6.50 IC 101 104, and this is client and server distributed network or DNP3 OLE processor and control OPC UA and raw data XML. So basically I'm giving you a Modbus RTU for this is a basically a very basic communication protocol for just like in is energy meters and your protection relay. So lot of devices coming with Modbus RTU. So basically Modbus RTU is you are using maybe 1.2 till 1.2 kilometer this cable length, but the speed is very less, 19.2 Bps only. And Modbus TCP is distance is not more than 100 meter in any case, and speed is 100 Mbps is there. So, but in this Modbus have one problem, you're not able to get response if maybe your device is working or not. But if you send query, you get data, but you not get acknowledgement is data you receive or not. Or maybe third party is your maybe, so I'm saying drive variable drive is there. So variable drive I'm giving command maybe 1000 RPM. I'm giving 1000 RPM, but is I'm not able to get acknowledgement is drive is taking 1000 RPM or not. So in this condition, we are using is Modbus IC 6750 or so your DNP3 protocol and Modbus TCP also. So in Modbus TCP, you get its acknowledgement also. If you're giving any set points, so is revert you with set point how much RPM is there. But in Modbus RTU is not possible. IC 6750 is basically for substation automation. So is in this IC 6750 is data is coming with your timestamp is there. So sequence of event. So any device trip or maybe start or any unbalance is there. So is taking data with timestamp. For IC 608-705 and IC 101 and 104, basically this is for SLDC communication purpose only. So this is IC 60870. This is for client and server architecture. So basically in SCADA we are trying to save a lot of money. So during engineering stage, so sometimes is a customer, basically if you are going maybe cement plant or refinery, so maybe it's approximately 7 or 8 operating station is there. So for cost optimization purpose, they are taking maybe 2 server and 4 client this way. Yeah, otherwise, what happens is taking maybe 8 servers, then cost is very huge. Second things, you not able to manage data for 8 servers because all the 8 server millisecond or microseconds some time difference is there. If you are putting GPS clock also, some time difference definitely is there. So we need to interface data and we need to sync time, and we are providing only 2 SCADA servers. So one is primary server, second is secondary server. Yes, I'm explaining better in the next slide is there. So in this condition, you take maybe at a time only one server data only. So maybe using primary server. So secondary server is in this case is not communicating with anywhere, but it's ready for take charge from primary server. If my primary server is filled or secondary server is automatically start and start data storage also. So basically at a time maybe one server only data storage is happened. If maybe one server is problem, but parallelly both the servers data is time sync. Because if we are taking maybe both data, so data type is 2. If you're generating maybe 2 different server from same report, maybe you get some different type of report, some different parameter. Due to this, we are creating this type of architecture. Data always push on only one server. So and this is replica is another server. If my primary server is failed, automatically taken care by different secondary server. Secondary server is storage is data. Storage on this top up. If maybe primary server is again is up, automatically primary server taking care from data from secondary server also. So this type communication protocol is there. And so OPC-DA I've already explained, and OPC was so CSV or raw data XML. So CSV is basically for maybe every 15-minute data you push on some CSV or XML file. So maybe third-party device, maybe it's non-critical data is taking from CSV file or from XML file and display on your dashboard. Basically, this type of communication required for top management purpose, because top management don't want data on for every 1 minute. They want 15 minutes or 20 or 30 minutes or 1 hour only. So what is the generation? What is the plant performance? So we are using for these things for in CSV or raw data XML only. Basically, this is system architecture one. So if you see is there, so this is a field devices is there. So field devices may limit stage of proximity, vibration sensor, solenoid valve level sensor, temperature sensor is there. So this is a field devices. So particularly is directly connected with your PLCs, and PLC directly connected with your Ethernet switches. Ethernet switches directly connected with is limit switch is this a particular field devices. Field devices directly connected with your remote IO. Remote IO is connected with directly Ethernet switches. Ethernet switch is directly connected with PLC controllers. This is a field devices which is connected with your physical inputs. Another type of input is there for communication devices, just like AC drive, DC drive, software starter, protection relay, circuit breaker, field communication devices, inverter, wave feeder, energy meters is there. So this is a particular communication devices, maybe it's on Ethernet switch, Ethernet protocol, or maybe Modbus Ethernet or Modbus RTU is there. But this communication device directly connected with through gateway. If Modbus RTU, maybe through gateway is directly connected on Ethernet switches, or maybe it's directly on Ethernet is directly connected on switches. Is directly connected on PLC directly. Ethernet is directly connected with PLC controller. So this is your plant level. So this is a plant level controller. After that is your monitoring level. Monitoring level directly for all the controller, everything is connected with your monitoring level station is there. So this is basically for plant control stations. So this plant control station, maybe one is server, or one maybe client, or one is OPC. OPC client is there, one is storage server. So as per our requirement, this we create architecture. So this architecture we defined on detail engineering time only. Excuse me, 1 minute. If required by third-party interface, so we need to connect maybe your storage server or maybe web client or OPC server. So directly you connect with firewall. So why I'm creating here one PC only for firewall? Why I'm not connect here? Due to cyber security. So why this in this PCs two network card be installed there? So one for internal network only, one is for outer internet purpose. So what data is required for my third party interface, we need to use this only. If somebody hack, is maximum is coming here only, not going from beyond this point. So this is for cyber security purpose, we are connecting here only. So after the firewall, we connect to maybe internet cloud or third party or maybe cloud monitoring or web client. What you want, you need to interface there. So cloud maybe is your Azure cloud or maybe it's Amazon cloud. What is there, or maybe third other cloud also is Alibaba cloud also is there. So maybe where is your organization? Just like a we are using is Azure cloud. So we are taking all the data to our Azure cloud only. So this is system architecture too. In detail architecture is there. So just I am giving you example. This is SolarWinds Wall is there. So this is drives. So directly connected on your communication protocol. So this communication protocol directly connected on Ethernet switches. So Ethernet switches connected with PLC also. So these are redundant networks. Just to see the ring network is there. If maybe one network is failed, is automatically switched to another network. So this is your HMI and this is your NO module and this protection relay, this is energy better, this is all the communication device, because communication devices are always connected on daisy chain only. So if you are maybe reading a device, so you need to connect maximum up to 16 device for reading purpose in one network. Some manufacturers say 32 device. So I'm agree 32 device, but your time sampling maybe in case maybe 10 to 15 seconds if you are connecting 32 device. So we are trying to connect maybe 5 to 6 device only, best practically. So this is your weighing machine is there. So weighing machine controller. So these are your valves, pneumatic valves, so directly connected on the PLCs. And here is your C is a Profibus connectors, Profibus PA, Profibus DP. Because 90% case is PLC always coming in Profibus DP only, so we need to use Profibus PA for DP to PA converter. This is your this is your telemechanic is controller is there, so is monitoring completely motor protection device is there, so directly connected on motor is the Ethernet. And this one more protection device is there, is connected on CAN-open protocol. So I'm trying is a different protocol is here. So this is HMI. If required, you control from here also, and if you require to control from here also. So this is a completely ring network. If your communication network maybe is failed maybe one place, so it's taking it from different direction. So all the major industry, process industries there. So always they are using this ring network only. So see here I am considering this ring network, but here I am using is showing this standalone network. So this is basically I am explaining you ki I am consider here different type of network is there. So this is your backplane PLC controller is there, and this is extension rack. If maybe it's required, you extend this maybe slot, maybe PLC slot may be available. 7 slot, 10 slot, or 12 slot is there. So if required, you maybe increase more IO. You need to require for extension rack. You need to connect cable and adding rack, and you need to add your IO as per your process requirement. After the top layer is for your engineering station. So this is two servers as per I'm explaining you, two servers is there. So one is what is the role of engineering station? Engineering station basically using for PLC programming, if any modification is SCADA modification is required, or some new report may be implemented. So anything is required, we need to go with the operating engineering station, because if we are using operating client, in this case, we need to disturb again and again, go and ask operator you give PC. So maybe it's not good practice, and maybe we are using maybe logout or something feature. So maybe operator maybe play with some station, some programming, and they will maybe bypass some safety feature or something. So always we are keeping engineering station separately with some instrumentation or technical person is taking care of it, not in custody of plant operator. this is system architecture 2. So just I'm giving you one example for this automatic control for 2 output with 1 input system. So in this condition, which is I'm consider 2 input for lamp and push button is there. So this is a 2 output. So I'm creating here one logic 1 second, 1 lamp, so timer. So I'm explaining you in next slide. So this is input 1, this is a Q2. Q2 means your lamp 1 and Q1 is lamp 1 and Q2 is your lamp 2. So this is Q2 is there. So Q2 is off condition. So just I'm giving maybe Q1 is your push button. I press there. So directly Q1 is open. Sorry, start. And after the I1 is push, so timer is there. So I'm putting here 99-second timer. So after 99 second, your this bit is high. Then is again is your off timer delays Q2. So off timer delay. Basically, timer is 2 type: on timer or off timer. So off timer delay is there. In this case, your lamp 2 also is run. So this is a PLC basic is there. So just I am giving you some examples. So as PLC always using IC 61131 International Electrotechnical Commission. So this is for ladder logic. So some type of programming language is ladder logic. So basic ladder logic is very basic language. So if anybody aware for counter logic is using is ladder logic. One is function blocks logic, some is sequential function chart or instruction logic or structure text. So some different type of programming logic is there. So in present scenario, everybody uses a function block diagram. FBD is there or ladder logic. So nobody using SFC or IL or ST because everybody just like ST, I'm say example for your C or this type of language is there. So it's very typical. So nobody is understand easily. So function block and ladder logic is not required any or expertise on basic C or Pascal, any other language. So 95% using is ladder logic and function block only. So this is your normally open context. So I'm giving you PLC context details. So this is load bar. Load bar is your normally closed contact. So and this is for out instruction, sometimes also called is output. So this is for output. For just like I'm giving you example, this is normally open contact, this is normally closed, this is your output. Coil is or your output is there. So here I'm giving you example. So just like your 16 bit is there. So this is start from 0 D to showing is 15. So totally 16 is there. If I'm giving 12 number bit, maybe it's close. So 12 is 0, 1, 2, 3. If you are counting, yes, this is 12 bit. I'm high is that. So I2 is high. I2 I'm giving command to your output number 4. This output 4 is directly going to relay model, output model. Output model basically in PLC have input model, output model, analog input, analog output model is there. So output model is I'm giving command for your 6 number bit. If you count here 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6 is high. So directly your lamp is on. So this is your output file. So if I'm giving command, so directly is initiate from input, inputs is going to output and output going to your output model to directly your lamp. So this is basically for addressing format is there. So this is I'm giving for instruction for your load. This is your stored. Normally open contact. This is normally close contact. This is for OR gate. This not or not or this AND gate. So different gate I am explaining here for maybe I'm going over different in detail maybe during if you are detailed training program. So this is basically for a program of PLC. Program of PLC is basically for you need to connect. So different type of communication protocol is there for interface with PLC. Some PLCs have proprietary, so you need to use proprietary protocol or proprietary communication cable and the proprietary type of your OPC or some communication driver you need to use. And some is open, just like I'm giving you example, maybe it's a Schneider protocol, Schneider PLC is there. You need to buy only software. You use normal Ethernet cable directly interface with your TC2 directly PLC and you use directly with the, you start your program or software development, anything is there and you want. And maybe SCADA developer also you do same communication without any third party protocol. So all the communication protocol inbuilt in your SCADA and PLC softwares. If you're a third party, you need to buy maybe programming device programming software and connector cables. So this is instruction. Some example is there. So lot of instruction is there. PLC. I'm considering only some, maybe timer. So maybe timer is two types. It's just the on delay timer. The T on or T off is there. Retentive timer of RTO. So counters is up count or down counter. Master control, jump control, data handling, or shift registers is there. Shift registers means maybe you have uh, 3 shift is there or 2 shift is there, so you need to creating shift register. So you get all the production report, anything, what which shift is, so how much generation is there. So this is shift registers is there. So this is a PLC basic for on timer. So basically I am giving you some example for on delay timer is there. On delay timer is means if you give command, so after the preset type only you get is some output command. You not get take directly output command. So some delay is there. So why is delay is required? Just like I'm giving you some ST motors is there, maybe 6 megawatt or 10 megawatt motor is there, maybe for cement grinding motor or something. So you, if you're giving directly command, maybe parallelly 2-3 more devices working, taking start command. If this condition, if maybe drive is start automatically, the directly in this case maybe your substation maybe get maybe huge jerk or not handle to maybe maybe plant is trip, complete plant is trip due to load, a lot of load variation is there. The same thing is off delay timer. Maybe any device, maybe some malfunction is there. So sometime we are providing is off delay timer. Maybe we are giving command. So after 5 second drive should be tripped, not immediately. So due to this reason, we are providing is off delay timers also. This is a PLC based or down counter. So down counter where it's maybe just like a production counter is there. So production counter maybe 1 ton or 2 ton every time it's increasing. So same thing, maybe some waste is there. So we are providing a down counter. So just like I am giving it in thermal plant is 5 years is there. So in this condition we are using it's a down counter. So we know how much coal we are using or how much waste is there for fly ash.